This is from the film Patterns of Evidence, The Exodus. According to the book of Exodus, Moses led the children of Israel out of Egypt and into the wilderness for 40 years. Then Joshua led them across the Jordan River over here near Jericho into the Promised Land. Some say it's just a fable, but others say this new documentary provides evidence that demands a verdict.
I actually went to the location where the events were supposed to happen in Goshen in the eastern delta, and went to the archaeological sites, and that's what I was told, that there was no evidence for the Exodus.
Filmmaker Tim Mahoney's research into the Exodus and the Odyssey that followed produced startling results.
6 steps in the right sequence, and we matched the story of the Bible every 6 in all the steps, and shows evidence for the Bible that people have never seen before.
The film proposes that when you get the timing right, archaeology matches history.
The whole thing, from the beginning of the sojourn in Egypt, the slavery, Moses and the Exodus, the conquest of the Promised Land, is all there in one nice, neat line, but it's way too early. You look for a collapse in Egyptian civilization, and that's where you'll find Moses and the Exodus.
When you put those cities side by side, the biblical account and the archaeology match extremely well.
There's this idea that Ramesses is the pharaoh of the Exodus, and I think that that happens in a particular time of history. And when everyone looks at that particular time, they're actually correct that there is no evidence for the Exodus. But other archaeologists and Egyptologists were saying, but wait a minute, there are evidences that are earlier than Ramesses that match this story.
Mahoney presents both sides of the archaeological argument. Did the Exodus really happen?
I hate to disappoint people, but we have no evidence for a single mass migration of people from one country coming into another country. I don't believe there was a single event that we can call the Exodus.
This person can't have seen all this. He imagined it.
I'm very much against chronological revisionism.
So far, there is no documented evidence about the Exodus.
Exodus did not happen in the way that it is described in the text.
How can we prove that?
The film is very, very convincing because we give both sides of it. We let you hear from archaeologists who say there is no evidence and why, and then we let you hear from archaeologists and Egyptologists who say there is.
Using state-of-the-art animation, groundbreaking archaeology, and new interpretation, it's already made a profound impact.
We would show these films to people who had no understanding or interest in the story. Even atheists saw it. And what they said was, wow, I love this film, I love this approach. One atheist wrote, I guess you did prove that, this event might have happened, but it doesn't mean that there were any miracles.
An E, an A, and an L. Israel. Israel.
Mahoney says it's a powerful tool to reach the skeptic.
If you've got family members that don't believe in God, or if you have people that are suspicious or want a scientific approach, this film gives you that type of opportunity to have those kinds of conversations. It's one of the most neutral and most intriguing types of films that allow you to have that opportunity.
The film challenges a powerful notion that the Bible isn't true.
For the last 50, 60, 70 years, people have been very critical of the Bible. If the story of the Exodus isn't true, then what Jesus Christ said and the apostles about Moses and the Exodus, then those statements are false. The whole Bible has a foundation within this story of the Exodus. What this film does is that it actually shows where the pattern of evidence is, and that, I think, has never been done before.
Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jericho.